Hey friends, it's time to begin the best damn meeting online with Polly, Drunken, and Snoot. It'd be great if they were on time. Hey dude, should we have some news? Couple squad by Jacqueline. Come and join the Goose Fleet overlords and watch the AAA meeting.
Oh, yes! Hello, and welcome to the AAA meeting where one of the A's means ampersand, and it's Monday, my dudes! Which means your host is your least favourite drunken uncle. It's me!
Interrupted.
Right, that was fucking rude, was it? Who the fuck do you think you are, man? It's me, Drunken Uncle, and I'm joined as always by my colonial co-host and collaborator, my patriotic pal, Miss Sinatra says.
Yo.
Yo! What's good, motherfucker?
Oh, not a whole lot. I was just doing some work around the studio.
No, I wasn't like, what's up, motherfucker? That is, not a whole lot. I said, what's good? And you said, not a whole lot. And I'm like, oh, my boy's sad.
Oh, everything's good, but I'm just tired.
Everything's good.
Except my tooth.
What's wrong with your tooth?
We talked about this Friday.
I can't remember Friday. It was a bank holiday weekend. I got famously shit-faced. It was brilliant.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, did I text you at any point? I must have.
Probably.
Right? I am terrible at getting drunk and texting people. Oh, there, it's fucking 5 a.m. I've gone through fucking 2.5 bottles of rum with my mate. They've all left, and I go, do you know what would be a brilliant idea now? Is send a strongly worded email. How was your weekend, man?
Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. Shelly and I went to this prom thing. It was prom for adults. It was pretty good.
That was that Friday night you did that?
Saturday
night. How was it? Was there lots going on? Was there confetti and a theme?
Oh yeah, it was just like a prom. There wasn't a theme, but it was pretty dope. Got an excuse to get all fancy.
Oh yeah, like you need an excuse. You're constantly fancy. You're a fancy man.
Oh, that's true. But I got extra fancy.
Extra. Okay. What was the in Back to the Future? What was the theme for the prom?
I've never seen the movie all the way through.
You've never seen Back to the Future all the way through?
Nope. Probably have seen it all in bits and pieces, but it was just one of those flicks that I, never really kept my attention.
That's a brave thing to say online.
It's fine. I'm not saying it's bad. It couldn't keep me interested.
Jonathan Cage just says it was just under the sea. It was just under the sea, was it? It wasn't like pleasure.
They probably didn't have the rights to do the Little Mermaid under the sea bit.
I know. I don't think that was a song. It was, but then they still did Johnny Be Good, Enchantment Under the Sea from Nobody Huno. Thank you. It was Enchantment Under the Sea. Ah, good lord. It was when I was in school. That's when they started rolling out the whole doing prom thing. I think mine was the first generation, the first year, the first grade to do this. They went, we want to do something for when everyone leaves school. What do you think? And of course, the general consensus was, let's just have a day off. But then prom started rolling around, and it's something that they actually do now, Sin, over here. The whole limos, the dresses, the corsage.
Yeah, we did the corsage gimmick.
But it's just, I know. I've seen enough fucking movies with, fucking rites of passage, losing your virginity on prom night, that kind of shit. I've seen enough of them. But then we started doing it over here, and it's just, there's a prom dress shop across the road from where I live. You'd never think. That used to be a bloody Chinese takeaway. Now it's a prom dress shop. Am I becoming Americanized? Are we, as Brits, which is everyone, because today is Monday and that means everywhere's Britain, are we becoming Americanized?
Well, I had lost my virginity beforehand, so that's one trope I did not participate in.
I know the story of you losing your virginity.
It's a good story.
It's a good story. It's one of those where I got it at 5 a.m. when you drank a bottle and a half of Jack Daniels. Also, may I say, very happy Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. It's the first day.
Oh, well, thanks. pass it along.
You got it, man. You got it. It's just something that rocked up on my calendar. Like, is it really? What does that entail then? How much history is there in the Asian Pacific?
Where are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
This motherfucking gay fish. Kanye himself, for the $5, says, "Great Scott, Sinute. Even I have seen Back to the Future, and I'm a motherfucking gay fish. Bloody hell, it's been a while since we've had that."
I haven't sat down like, okay, I'm gonna watch Back to the Future.
No. But surely it's like, one of those, like, this is on the television and you're like, well, I guess I'm watching this now.
Yeah, but then I scroll through 20 minutes after watching it and find something else to watch.
Doom scrolling cable TV, that is a big part of my childhood. You told Steve Day for $1.69, the rude interruption right at the beginning. He says, in support of my drunken auntie, I will be referred to as Steve Dame every Monday. Fuck yeah. If you, you would, ma'am. Okay, brilliant. Please recite the ratio. 65, we're waiting with 29 likes earlier. I can't believe chat is bigoted. I can believe that. It was Darren Long said that this is a bigoted podcast. And hell, nothing's changed since then, except, well, sometimes we've got Polly. But, I mean, congratulations on your recent transition, Steve Dame, and you'll get nothing but support from me. It's weird, Sin. Since I came out as trans, a whole 2 weeks ago, I started adding the LGBTQ plus tag to my Twitch streams over on twitch.tv/DrunkenPlays. Been getting a lot more raids because of it.
Yeah?
Like, for real. So I think Dylan Mulvaney might actually be onto something. I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Who names the Pope?
Shit, I know this.
Do you?
Yeah. It's right on the tip of my tongue. It's the Cardinals. The Cardinals go into a room and they debate, then they put the black smoke up when they have the decision.
Oh, yeah, they pick the Pope. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Because everyone, it's Dan Brown, Angels and Demons. We know how it works because of that book. Maybe even film starring this acting stylings of Thomas Cruise. And there was, when they were picking, I think, was it Benedict or was it the King of Sparrows, the one we got now? There was like some kind of malfunction and the smoke came out pink and everyone was like, my God, the Pope is gay. That bit I get, but who names the Pope? Because
I think it's a self-picked name. I think they pick a saint or something. I don't know.
Do you get to pick your own Pope name, though? That doesn't seem fair, does it? I think if you could pick your own Pope name, there would be a lot more Pope Deathblade, you know?
Yeah.
Pope Velvet Thunder. I was talking about that. We did speak about this. All the black smoke, the white smoke means that that it's going on for another day. The black smoke means that they have picked, or is it the other way around? I can't really remember. But we've had. I've seen the popedom change hands twice in my lifetime. Pope John Paul II of his name.
Yeah.
Then
it was Benedict, and then the new guy. So that's 2 changes, 3 popes.
2 changes, 3 popes. The new one is Francis, the first of his name.
Yeah, he's about to die though, isn't he?
No, he was in Game of Thrones. He's a young, spry man. How was he? Well, you say he's about to die, but Benedict actually retired, which I didn't think was allowed.
Well, he kind of got pushed out.
I like Benedict. He looked like a game show host. But who? Someone out in the chat. Advocata says Pope chooses their own Pope name. I don't know how I feel about that. Pope Drunken? Well, actually, I feel good about that. That's all right. What would your Pope name be, Sin?
Pope Deathbringer the Third.
The third? There was already 2 Deathbringers before you.
Yeah, you just didn't know it.
Or you just starting at 3? Because it's a conversation piece. People are just like, well, what was the other Deathbringers? You're like, see if you have to ask. Bigoted. Fucking bigoted. It's also May Day today, everyone. It's as well as
Justin Timberlake Day.
Justin Timberlake Day?
It's gonna be May.
Oh God, I get it. I got to admit, I stared down at my keyboard, perplexed in expression, just for a moment there. But then, I get it, it's got to be me. Fair enough. And in 3 days, Star Wars Day.
Yeah.
One of my favourites is March 10th, Super Mario Day. Is it MAR 10?
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's fun. But it's, as well as it being the first day of Asian Pacific American Heritage Month, it is also May Day, which means everyone in Britain got the day off, except for those who work in the service industry. God bless you.
Oh, my God. I'll be right back. Sorry.
That's okay. Darren Root suggesting his name will be Popey McPopeface. I like it. We've got Damon Selemy, says Pope Megatron. Nice. Advocatus, who apparently is coming in with some stringent Pope-based knowledge today, says nothing stopping a Pope from stepping down. Maybe it's just such a good gig that people don't want to step down, because let's face it, you get all your shit's paid for, isn't it? Like, your expense account is quite sizable. You really, because it's a lifetime position. Why would you go, all right, I don't want to be Pope anymore. I want to go back to working at fucking TJ Maxx. I don't know. I've never worked at TJ. Presumably they had a job before that as well. Like, even fucking Pope Benedict would have had a job before he became a cardinal and then became a pope. Before that, he would have been but a lowly priest or preacher or something like that. But even then, when he was putting himself through God's school, he must have been like turning tricks or something like that. The Pope had lived a whole life. Beforehand, maybe he had aspirations of being an actor. Or he went, do you know what? I just really love pipes. I'm going to be a plumber.
Where are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Drunken da for $5 says, oi, you know, literal cunt. Don't you go thinking you're the only one who can go a-changing his bloomin' gender now. I beat you to the punch and turned me cooch from an innie to an outie. Ha! Disgusting! Well, thank you very much, Drunken Dad, right? It's been a while. Disgusting! Oh, man, I got to get my sound pad sorted out as well. Jesus Christ. There's a lot of things I got to sort out because, much like the Pope, a lot has been going on. I had to format my C drive because shit was just... I think there was just too much shit on there, and I didn't want to have to go through and, like, fucking sort everything out. So I just took off all the essentials, put it on another drive, and then just formatted it, reinstalled fucking Windows, and away we go. Because Discord was, if you remember... It was only a little while ago, it would go quiet for like 3 seconds, and then it would, because Sinatra, Polly, they're still talking at the time, but then when it comes back, you'd still hear what they said, but it would just go extra fucking fast. And it was just really fucking annoying. And I was cutting out as well, so it was like, right, time to format the C drive. Which also meant, unfortunately, all of my scenes on OBS disappeared. So what we should be, because it is no longer winter anymore, spring has sprung. And we are into the springe. You know, fucking the sun is shining, the grass is riz. I wonder where all the birdies is. So it should be time for us to actually go to the... It should be time for us to go to the summer house. Now imagine my shock, I say, when I went to go to the summer house and it was nae there anymore. You ken. So this is going to be our last time up against the roaring fire. And next week we'll be tanning it in the summer house next to a cool ocean breeze, a palm tree. Sinatra, there's a palm tree. So we're gonna have coconuts for days. One coconut. There's gonna be one coconut.
I just walked into we'll have coconuts for days. Okay, yeah, let's do it.
It's one coconut. We're gonna have to share the coconut. Steve Dame threw $1. He says, I bet if it was back to the John Wick, he would have seen it. I got a confession to make here, saying I've still not seen John Wick.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
You should be.
It's like 3.5 hours long, though, isn't it? It's just like, I've got to fucking find 3.5 hours. In between... Go ahead.
It's worth it, dude, I'm telling you.
Oh, no, I'm sure it is. I'm looking forward to it. But in between this... your Twitch streams, the day job, and just, fucking general maintenance of both property and body, I've really got 3.5 hours to just sit down and watch a film. And if I do, I'm probably going to fall asleep. I'm going to have to watch it in installments.
Hold your fire! This man isn't black!
Donkey punch for 10.
What?
Sin might have a point in wanting to be the third Deathbringer Pope, considering we've had 2 Catholic crusades to coincide. Deus vult, motherfuckers.
Holy shit, he's on to something, Sin. I mean, I think I'd have a lot more respect for popes if they actually fought in the crusades. Think of the Netflix content that would follow 100 years later.
No shit.
How long ago were the crusades?
Well, no, we gotta stop letting Netflix make shit that's actually potentially good. All those rights have to go to fucking HBO.
HBO, yes. They take making things seriously. Netflix, they go, you've had a good 2 seasons. It's time to go now. Oh, you're going to sell the rights to anyone else so they can carry on? No. We love it when people enjoy things, and then when we cancel it, they get really upset, and we just like getting people to feel emotions. That's what they do. Santa Clarita Diet. I fucking loved that show. It was hilarious. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, no more.
I am thoroughly enjoying Doctor Who.
Where are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
I lament the guard I see right at the end just saying what's on the menu, so I'll get to that in a second, because my man Sinatra right here has just uttered the words Doctor Who. It's Doctor Whom, but I forgive you. You are thoroughly enjoying it, you see. How far into it are you now?
I'm just at the cusp of season 2. They're very short seasons.
They are, but I feel as though you were on season 1 last week.
I was most of the way through.
Okay, well, you're doing like an episode a night?
Honestly, I'm not doing the best job I could. I'm fucking... I have it on while I'm doing other stuff. Like I have a backdrop I'm working on in the studio, and I'm hanging fairy lights off the back of it. So it's fairy lights hanging from a rod, hanging from a backdrop holder with drapes on it. So I was working on untangling and hanging the fairy lights, and I had Doctor Who on. So it counts, I guess.
No, I think it does. Although,
I'm getting the gist of the episode.
As the newest member of the LGBTQ community, saying that you're hanging fairies does actually fill me with fear. I mean, Eccleston was he was good. I never actually watched any of Eccleston. I watched I think it was 2 seasons that David Tennant was in, because I just fucking love David Tennant, mate. He's a powerhouse of performance. And then when it changed over to Matt Smith, the guy who talks like a 1940s BBC radio presenter, I just didn't like him. He's too pompous.
Well, I think the Doctor should be pompous.
But, I mean, David Tennant had this cool thing going, like, he had the suit, and he had the sneakers, and he had the long coat, and he put his hands into his trouser pockets when he's wearing the long coat. He had the whole look going on, and he was badass as well, because it was just like, he constantly apologising because things are done. He goes, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. But also, if you messed with him, you'd feel his wrath. And he had some good wrath, did David Tennant. He's got that thing where he bares his fangs, like top and bottom teeth. He's like a growling dog.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Darren Root says, "How many doctors were there?" Shit.
A fucking lot.
There's a lot. Yeah, I think the whole thing is like he's only got so many regenerations, hasn't he? Is it like 12 regenerations? But then
no, I think there's like 13 different doctors if we count the original, 14 if you count the war doctor that showed up for the one episode.
But you've also got the radio doctor as well, the Doctor Who, and there was a film. Who was that? Was it a Tom? It might have been a Tom. I don't know, but still, there's loads.
I want to see... I don't know if they'll ever, be able to pay him enough for it, but I want to see a Tom Hiddleston Doctor Who.
Oh, that could be interesting. The thing about Tom Hiddleston is, he's had a strange career, because originally he auditioned for the role of Thor. So you can actually, if you Google it, you can go the test footage that they did of Tom Hiddleston as Thor, and it is fucking dumb because you look at him and you go, well, that's Loki. So to see him in a blonde wig, flashing his pecs, is very, very strange because he's Loki.
Have you? Well, that's because you know him as Loki.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Did you ever see the what the hell was it? The audition footage for Hugh Laurie to be Dr. House?
Yes, I did. It was on the extras
That's
of
good.
the DVD of season 1.
That was good.
That was good. It was, and that was the director. I think it is also in the extras on the DVD. He just went, no. We're getting an American to play House. We're getting an American, and they went, all right, we'll just watch this then. And of course, it's Hugh Laurie going, you're not going to fire me. So then we're agreed. You're not going to fire me. And the director went, see, this is what I mean. A strong American actor. But fucking wonderful. Imagine not knowing who Hugh Laurie is as well. I mean, fair enough. You're American. You don't, you've not watched all the English shows and everything like that. But this guy actually was a television director. You would think he knew who the legend of Hugh Laurie is, A bit of Fry and Laurie. Blackadder, for God's sake.
Some of that stuff just doesn't really hit over here.
Not even Blackadder.
Small, very small.
Very famous show. Lamentic Guide for $5.
Well,
He says, that's okay, Drunkle. I haven't watched John Wick either. But hey, I live under a rock. What's your excuse? I live on a rock. What's on the menu tonight? Well, I'm glad you asked, Lamentic Guide. What is on the menu tonight? We've got... I didn't mean to. It just came up. We've got some seagull-based news for the 3rd week in a row.
very good.
I couldn't believe it as well. I mean, I'd already found it. Fucking Bryce sent me the article as well. And I was in the pub, and I don't even know this guy. I'm just outside having a smoke with my beer. I'm being all quiet. I'm on my phone. And this guy just comes over and goes, hey, have you seen this? And just shows me the article, which I'm going to show to you tonight. I'd never spoken to this man before in my life. I'd never even seen him before. He just
I do
came
that
up
sometimes.
But he just came, and I just went, you have no idea what a fucking coincidence that is, mate. The 3rd week in a row. Seagull-based news. Fucking hell.
I do that. If I'm outside, like, smoking, and I just see someone else out there, I go, hey, you want to see something funny? Then I'll just pull something up on my phone.
Do you really? Because that is... That's just strange. In a country which has guns as well. That's a very brave thing to do.
No, because generally what I'm showing them is fucking hilarious.
Oh, that's sure, but it's like, someone you don't know. They're just like walking past your house as you're having a smoke, and you're like, hey.
No,
hey,
I don't
big
do
man.
that shit. It's at a bar where, we're drunk. We're talking.
But I wasn't talking to him. He just came up to me and just showed me this on his phone.
Maybe your bar environment... You must go to one of those sad bars.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's fine until I get there.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
I constantly bringing the average down. I'm a constant here in Derby.
That's nice of you.
Yeah, I know. Should we? Should we have some news?
Yes, sir.
Let's have some news. But before we get there, let's just have a little look at this here bingo card. Oh yes, it's with chat wins the game. Which is always on the cards. It's no pun intended. An article's pulled up in more than 2 minutes of unrelated banter pass before it's ever addressed. Alcohol talk, awkward dead air. Polly blames insomnia for saying something retarded. Some twat with a stupidly loud engine in the background.
Can we count not being here as something retarded?
I mean, yeah. There's a Polly is late square, but at the moment, he's not even late, is he? He's just absent.
This is absence time, yeah.
This is absence time, yeah. Being late is one thing, but this is over the half-hour mark now, so that is out. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, I'm counting that. I'm going to add the square myself, though. But what I'm doing here, guys, is basically I'm bringing up the fact that now we have, instead of man, there is the no-game square, as per the request last week. I think that's fucking fair. There's not going to be a poly round. The real estate, we're all good here. Just going to give him some red eyes because I think he deserves it. Yeah, go on. But oh God. It looks like he's lost his eyes. That's fucking strange. Sinatra passes gas. For some reason, he hasn't been burping on my shows because he knows it's on the bingo card. Terrible puns. We've got donations playing at the same time, guys. If you can afford it, tips are not just appreciated, but encouraged. You can find the links to myself and Sinatra in the chat. Polly isn't here, so if you are donating anything to him, it won't fucking play. And Polly isn't here, so, donate to donate to the people that are here. That is if you are going to. They're down in the description box right there. Streamlabs.com/drunkenuncle and streamlabs.com/Sinatra_says live streams. Even $1 is appreciated. Someone goes for a wee, I'm feeling that at the point, but this one right here is my favourite, Sin. The fucking massive donation. That's my favourite. And we don't get to see that one very often. So it's big. It's a big one. And I'm just gonna Polly, well, I mean, he is late. He's absent now, but he was late as well. So that's absolutely fine. And there's some twat with a stupidly loud engine in the background. There is, I'm pretty sure he's a coke dealer, because only coke dealers draw attention to themselves like that. But there's a guy whose engine, when he changes gears...
It's like reverse psychology.
It is, isn't it? It's like the closer we are to danger, the further we are from harm, which is a direct quote from Lord of the Rings. And he just rolls... But it's one of those where he changes gears, his fucking exhaust pops.
Oh, yeah. We have one of those on my street.
Yes, well, I mean, he's on my street as well, but I think he just drives around thinking everyone is devilishly impressed with him. And I've seen his car. I know who he is. I know where he parks his car. I'm sorely tempted to go and shut the fuck up on his bonnet.
I gotta tell you, the thought has often occurred to me. No felonies on streams, never mind.
No, I mean, yeah. In Minecraft, obviously. So that's what's up there, guys. We got 2 squares off of the bingo card already. We're looking good. I'm gonna share the screen with Sinatra now, so we can have some light discussion based upon the news. But hey, you guys in the chat, you've already got it sorted because I took care of this long ago. Starting as always with the Babylon Bee. Montana lawmaker nails audition for Bud Light spokesperson.
Oh boy.
Looks kind of French in that top as well there. So this is Zoe Zephyr. I mean, you must know about this, Sin.
I have not heard about this.
No? Okay, right. So Zoe Zephyr held a protest. Here's Montana nails audition for Bud Light spokesperson. But as you know, I like that the Babylon Bee is always connected in some way to actual news. So it's over here. Montana transgender lawmaker Zoe Zephyr sues Republicans over terrifying vote to expel her from State House. So, as you can see, right here, gets in the middle of the whole fucking thing, starts causing a big brouhaha and everything like that. So they turn off the microphone, right? Because, but I work here. Yeah, fine, but... You're not just allowed to fucking rock up and just start fucking causing a fucking ruckus and shit like that. There is actually a process here, a democratic process. You have a couple of minutes to talk. If it goes over time, you turn off the microphone. If you're talking out of turn, they turn off the microphone, right? So, of course, you can imagine the fallout from this, Sin. They only turned off the microphone because she's trans. Of course, that's what it is. Despite the fact that no, you actually, if anyone else would have done it, the same thing would have happened as well. But different rules for different people. Am I right? I can't believe you've not heard about this. This was even news over here.
You wouldn't get away with it here. You shouldn't get away with it at
25 from Fostonia.
Here's sending some non-homo love across the pond to my favourite limey uncle.
That's, non-homo love is the best kind of love. Hetero love is actually slightly better. I mean, hey, love is love, right? Except for some of that, the bad love. Uncle Bad Love, thank you very much, Fostonia, for the $25, you generous soul. You generous bastard. Good old bit of Fostonia. And no
Fostonia.
Homo. Fostonia. Thank you, dude. Thank you very much.
Baritonia.
I can't. It was that little laugh that you gave at the end of it as well. Just that little smug, fucking satisfied.
Yeah, that's par for the course when it comes to me doing shit.
So yeah, everyone was implying that this only happened because Zoe Zephyr is trans. Whereas, I mean, what was the name of the guy in the other place who basically held a fucking protest in the middle of the Capitol place?
That was the dude from Chicago. I don't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, it's how was that not considered insurrection-esque? At the very least.
Different systems for different people.
Well, it's different with a capital D. And you know what else starts with D? Democrat. I thought that this would be up your street. I'm honestly surprised you didn't hear anything about it. And you ain't going to hear anything about it from me.
I have been pretty much unplugged all weekend, honestly, and it was nice.
Yeah, that is nice. You got to do that sometimes. My computer's always on. But there are times where I go like, do you know what? I'm turning it off for a couple of days.
Hold your fire! This man isn't black!
Donkey punch for 10.
What?
Why is it they always have outlandishly exotic names too?
Well, I'm with you on that one, Donkey Punch, because this is, Zooey. Ah!
The first worm of the summer!
God damn it.
I love it. And a wormy slurpee courtesy of Sheru Gospel. No homo to you too, Sin. Thank you very much, Fostonia.
Ugh. Sheru, I'm gonna ban you from this fucking channel. Making it rain wormy slurpees through other people. Vicarious wormy slurpees.
You can ban a man, not the idea.
No, and then of course everyone's going like, but what did he do that he didn't want other people to hear? Yeah, you probably. I don't want to Streisand affect the wormy slurpee into popularity. But Donkey Punch is right. This is zooey, which is actually a word that you would normally say when you want to describe something like a zoo. It's not Zoe, which is a legit name. And then also, when did people start changing their surnames as well? You can't tell me that Zephyr is already a surname.
I don't know.
It's not. It can't be. Most names come from, back in the day when it was, you had a trade, If your surname's Baker, then, it meant that you made bread for a living. If it was Cooper, it meant you make barrels for a living. If it was Thatcher, it meant you tanked the economy of an entire country. It was based on your jobs. But then you've also got things like, Stevenson, which was just son of Stephen, and things like that. Absolutely fine. Don't tell... Zephyr? What was that? She'll fucking... Oh, the daughter of a weatherman. I'm not having it. Plus, an alliterative name as well. ZZ? No.
Yeah, that's a big no.
It's too cool. The double Z. Even ZZ Top. That's the only person who gets away with it, and even then, I'll only acknowledge him if he puts a fucking shirt on. You're an old man now, ZZ. Stop blasting your nips. So, concert goer lets out a loud full body orgasm while at the LA Phil, which is the Philharmonic. For some reason, I was going to say philanthropic. I don't know.
the Philadelphia Clippers, the LA Philadelphia Clippers.
As they played Tchaikovsky's Fifth. This is actually a little bit wild, Sin. Right, so... Molly Grant was enjoying the Los Angeles philanthropic performance of Tchaikovsky's Fifth Symphony. Oh, she was. A little too much.
Was she rubbing her fucking clunge on the speaker?
Good vibrations. At the Walt Disney Concert Hall. I didn't know that was a... Okay. Walt Disney's got his own concert hall. When she heard what she described...
Jail.
Bad jet. She go not fucking... She ain't going to Disney World.
You're cutting out really badly on my end. Let me try restarting Discord, but you're cutting out really bad.
No worries.
Hold on.
So this isn't. She's going to jail. This isn't Disneyland jail, which does exist, by the way. Just like on a fucking cruise ship. Every cruise ship has a brig and a morgue, because you never know what's going to happen, do you? When she heard what she described as a scream/moan erupt from the balcony. Now, what's really weird about this article, first off, is that this isn't actually about the woman who had a fucking full-body orgasm. This is about someone who experienced someone else having a full-body orgasm from a different part of the Walt Disney Concert Hall. It's strange that the article would start off, Molly Grant was enjoying that, whereas, you read this fucking headline, Concert goer lets out loud full-body orgasm, you don't expect them to start talking about someone else. Anyway, to quote... Molly Grant said, everyone kind of turned to see what was happening. said Grant, who was seated near the person who, allegedly, made the noise. And she told the Times on Sunday, in a phone interview. I'm so glad you actually told us the medium in which this interview happened. Otherwise, I would be calling bullshit. I saw the girl after it happened, and I assumed that she had an orgasm.
She was still twitching.
She was leaving a trail behind her like a snail. I assumed that she had an orgasm because she was heavily breathing. There you go, Sin. And her partner was smiling and looking at her.
She was scrooching across the rug like a dog.
Kind of like, we've got to put the CD on the drive home. My God. Her partner was smiling and looking at her like in an effort to not shame her, said Grant, who works for a jewellery company and lives in Los Feliz. It was quite beautiful. Why do I need to know where she works and where she lives, Sin? This is actually an odd... Look at the headline. I want to know, but let's talk to the lady who had the orgasm. I want to know what happened. She's like, I just fucking love violins. What the fuck is going on? Why are we talking about Molly Grant? Why do I know that Molly Grant works for a jewellery company and lives in Los Feliz?
Yeah. More importantly, why do I give a shit?
Thank you, right? Multiple people who attended the LA philanthropic concert on Friday reported hearing a woman making a moaning noise during the symphony's second movement. And that wasn't the only thing that moved. One attendee, composer and music producer Magnus Fines. Now that's a name.
Hell of a name.
That is a supervillain name, isn't it? Magnus Fines.
Back to Dominus thing should play.
Maybe I could do that. I've not even opened Soundpack as it doesn't play through Discord at the moment, which is very, very annoying, should I say.
I'll teach you how to set it up later.
That'd be nice, yeah. So at the very least, the chat will hear it as Magnus Fines described the sound on Twitter as that of a person having a loud and full body orgasm. Oh yes. One alleged audio recording of the moment where someone can be heard crying out during a quiet beat in the music was making the rounds on social media. Attendees who spoke to the Times said the clip was similar to what they heard. So everyone had a shared experience of this woman coming from the balcony. And it just brought them together as a society.
Good for her, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, fucking hell. And then she looks at her fucking husband and goes, "You never make me feel like that anymore."
Oh, but yeah, she would too, fucking bitch.
Gotta be embarrassing though, isn't it? But then it's old Molly Grant here was saying it was quite beautiful. You know, that this lady had an orgasm because it's just the music was so delightful that this woman was brought to the brink of pleasure. Whereas if it was a man,
I could tell she enjoyed it.
Yeah, but if it was a dude, they'd be like, "You fucking pervert." You know?
Yeah.
How was the gig? Oh, so good I spaffed.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Right? Fucking hell. Where's you ever notice that people will, they can describe things as orgasmic? They go, "Oh, you know that frozen yogurt I had. Oh, it was orgasmic." Whereas if someone's just like, "Oh, mate, I busted a nut," they're like, "What the fucking? There's people here, man. Why are you telling us this?" Double standards, for Christ's sake. Anyway, let's move on from this lady perv. So we go to man gives police worst explanation ever for why he has to pleasure himself in public. See, this is the difference. This is the difference, right? Woman has orgasm. Man is jacking it in the street. That's the difference that we're talking about right here.
Yeah.
So this is a Florida man. Good old Florida man. Yeah. Right, well, let's just get to say what he said he had to do, right? So when questioned about his activities, because he was jacking it in public, for the third time that night, by the way.
Fucking shitballs.
Oh, yeah, this is the third. I think he got arrested this time. In both instances beforehand, his name is Roach, by the way. He stopped and went on his way. So they just went, hey, you, stop it. And he went, okay. But the third time they went, right, we're arresting you now. He was naked and touching himself in the motion of masturbating while near the speedway around 6 a.m. Who fucking jerks it at 6 a.m.? Fucking hell. You got work tomorrow? When questioned about his activities, Roach reportedly said he was having issues with his rectum, and in order to get rid of that pain, he has to ejaculate.
Okay.
That's not how butts work, is it? That's not how butts... Was that Polly?
That's a Polly.
Was that Polly?
Well, Sinatra has been working on his impression of me, and it's quite good, but it is actually me this time.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, girl.
What's going on with you?
Ladies and gentlemen, P to the dub is Polly Dub.
Or Bob's.
No. Bob's is for people who show up on time.
Oh.
You've been demoted.
The coffee's for openers, too, isn't it?
Coffee's
You see what I did there?
I do.
It up?
That was Glenn Ross.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's just
Nice.
a weird name. I've never seen it. It's just a weird... I don't trust the title. It's 2 people called Glenn. Or is it 4 people? You got Glenn, Gary, Glenn, and Ross. I don't know what's going on.
I can tell you if you don't want to know.
I do want to know.
They're 2 different real estate developments. Glengarry and beside it, Glen Ross. Like Glen, like as in like Glenfiddich, you know?
The booze. Yeah, now you're talking my language.
Or, well, yeah, location.
Oh.
And they call
Well, that's where the booze comes from. Right, okay.
No. It's swampland in Florida that they're trying to sell as high-end real estate.
So just Florida. I'm pretty sure like Florida is just a bayou, right? It is fucking... The whole thing is just swampland. Is it? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here.
It is all swampland. I don't know why. No, it's actually it's a rather diverse biosphere. But now you're making me think what a bayou is technically, or whether it's just a nickname.
It's
for
a book.
Swamp. What?
It's a book, isn't it, about someone's life? A bio. It's... That's right. Biology is the study of writing.
That checks out.
Polly, who names the Pope?
What do you mean?
Who gives the Pope? Like, because you got the Pope, right? Like, look, look in your hand. You got the Pope. You go, right, that's the Pope there. But before he was the Pope, his name was just like, like fucking...
Oh, like John Ratzenberger, and then or Joseph Ratzenberger,
Stephen Fuddrucker, and then he becomes the Pope, and he gets a more popey name. Who decides what the name of the Pope?
They do individually.
Well, you said that with authority. Yeah, but you didn't say it with that authority, Sin. That's the difference here.
I said I'm 99% sure.
Yeah.
And Polly, can you just like lean back from the microphone, whatever you're chewing on? That's all I can hear.
What you eating, Polly?
I can't be held responsible for my mic being of higher quality than I expected it to be.
No, you can't.
What you eating?
I hear every mechanical movement of your Zippo, sir.
I don't think
I haven't
the
had
noise
my
of
Zippo in weeks.
the Zippo isn't as like aggressive as someone chewing into a microphone, though, is it?
And it's
No,
less.
I know it's true. The Zippo sounds are charming, and I like them.
They are. They're adorable.
I need to either get a Zippo or just record some sounds and play them as if I have one.
Just every time you want a cigarette, just play the Zippo sound.
I mean, you got a point. I didn't really think about that, but now that you're saying it, it makes perfect sense. Yeah, I'm holding the glass, and where the microphone is, I've got the glass right beside the mic. So, yeah, sorry about that.
The glass? What are you eating from a glass?
No, it's fine. All I hear is
Yes, it's just like tiny little dewy raindrops of scum.
What do you mean, the lip smacking?
Yeah.
Oh.
it's
delicious.
the water sloshing around.
Well, you
I
get
thought it was lip
sloshes.
smacking, but
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's not even glass. It's one of them big old plastic water tumbler patio deals, you know?
Well, I know all of those words separately, but not together like that.
Sin, you know what I'm talking about, the big American patio water tumblers.
yeah,
like-
I got one of those.
Okay, right. Well, I tell you what, I'm doing the wee dance right here. Polly, you're here as well, so that's brilliant. Fucking please regale us with tales of your liquid receptacle. How was your weekend,
I bought a
dude?
4-pack of them at IKEA. They're there. Story done.
Shelly got me this fucking massive water jug that I am just in love with. Thing's got to be like whatever the step above 64 ounces is. And it keeps ice for about 2 days. Because I go through at least one of those a day, just existing, drinking water, doing my thing. I'll go through one of those in a day. But it keeps, I have to put new ice in it maybe every other day.
Yeah, when I finally bought a thermos, and it's got a top on it because it's a travel thermos. I wanted one that I could have coffee in it and throw it in a bag and had no worry about it leaking. It took a long time to find one that actually had a top like that, but I did.
Yeah.
But when I'm at home, I want my insulation because it's also, when you take it off, it's got like a drinking spout from the top too. It's all.
Ah, yes. I mean,
dope.
I haven't. I mean, Sinatra. Fucking, please send me a fucking photo or something of what you were describing there. It sounds awesome. I'm a big water drinker throughout the day. Of course, until I, the evening comes and then I move on to the booze. But I mean, especially, water bottles for the gym. I've got one which is, it holds a litre of water. And I think I have about 2 or 3 of those every workout. The problem is it leaks. Oh, nice. New image,
That's how my weekend went. I did Noir Bar. And,
you did, didn't you? I saw, yeah.
Yeah. I forgot to turn the donations back off. Whoops.
Because there was a whole thing with I have a cup of tea with me mum on Tuesday, and I just go into a car, and I'll just bring out like 2 fucking cups and a thermos, a small thermos, but it's the thermos holds exactly 1 cup of tea or coffee or whatever your warm beverage of choice is. So we have about half a cup of tea in a car. And I thought, well, that sucks, doesn't it? And then I had an idea. I went, you fucking genius, Millard. You've done it again. Why don't I just make the tea in the water container that I use for the gym? Oh, fucking brilliant. Of course, it wasn't brilliant because it's made of plastic. So I poured hot water into it and it melted before my very big eyes. It was so sad to watch as well because it just kind of like, it didn't melt instantly, but it just kind of like leaned to the left and then folded in on itself. Like
it slowly disintegrated.
Yeah, it was going like. So I was on the phone with my mum at the time. So I'll be in the car park in like about 5 minutes. I went, oh, okay, yeah, I'm just making the tea now. Oh no.
Oh, no, I do have a solution for you. It's worth having if you can get your hands on it. Bodum makes travel mug thermoses, and they have the press in it.
Oh, I've seen those.
There.
Yeah.
Someone got me one for Christmas, and I have yet to use it for its intended purpose. With the press thing, I just use it as a thermos.
Classy.
So you can make your tea right in the thing. It's metal. It's heavy as fuck.
Yeah. It's insulated as well. Yeah, no, I love those things. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't really. I don't have a warm beverage. That's generally a sit-down kind of thing. Or if I'm doing some office work, sat at a desk, you have a hot beverage. But if I'm out and about, I don't tend to have a warm. If I'm out moving, if I'm walking somewhere, then it's always a bottle of water. So I had to get this new water bottle. It's a litre. It's fucking huge, mate. I love this thing. But then it turns out it leaks as well, so I have to just fill it up when I get to the gym and make sure I'm finished before I go back as well. Otherwise, just like, why is all my shit wet? Why did it have a full body orgasm like it was at the LA Philanthropic? But also, I love this thing. It meets my water needs. Although it's actually too wide to go in the fucking drinks holders on the gym equipment as well. So, yeah, as one door closes, as one door opens, another one closes. You tell him Steve Dame, who is Steve Dame tonight in solidarity with my new trans status. Through $1 says Bingo Square suggestion. Polly forgets to change his donations. Again! That is actually a good one. I'm going to write that down, Steve Dame. How was Noir Bar, Polly?
It was good. It was Far's birthday, so we did it as a birthday time celebration for it. It was a good time.
We're looking at sea otters. 6 of them here. That's fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi. We're looking at sea otters.
I love that one.
I just want everyone to know that Polly found his kin. The name is Carbon P Dubs. Also, hydroflakes are awesome. Here in the summer, keeps ice dry in 115 temperature. Wow.
Thank you, Valine.
Flakes.
Sounds like a water-based breakfast cereal. You know what's a hydroflake?
I don't know.
Things that go in like soil for hanging pots, man. It's to keep. I don't know.
I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by it. What a time to be alive, eh? And what a time to continue with the news. Polly, we are currently, I am currently sharing the screen on Discord. Come join us. Bless you.
Thank you.
Right, so this guy had to masturbate in public because his butthole hurt. Oh, that's right, Polly. You've missed the fun. We've had screaming orgasms during Tchaikovsky's Fifth Symphony. Jacking it in public because your butthole hurts. But thankfully, there's still more fuckery to come. And there is seagull-based news once again. 3rd week in a row. Brilliant. Let's move on. Bank of England economist says people need to accept they are poorer. Now, this is... No, well, right. This is, as everywhere is Britain, because it is Monday. This is news for everyone. This isn't just me. This is a top economist for the Bank of England. Said, do you know what, guys? Just fucking deal with it. And then he went, why doesn't anyone like me? Was it something I said? Is it?
This is unbelievably aggravating.
Yes.
Honestly.
Yes. And it is because inflation is. I mean, looking into the article, there's a lot of numbers and everything. Inflation is currently at 10.4%. And for the past couple of years, the Bank of England have been trying to keep it at 2%. But then, I mean...
unsuccessfully, apparently.
Bloody wildly unsuccessfully. You're starting to think, like, who's in charge up here, you know? Plague Dr. Zach says, we're in let them eat cake territory here. That is a brilliant way of putting it. Thank you very much. Daryl O'Dell says, I refuse. Fuck you, economists. Right, so this guy's job for the Bank of England is just telling poor people they're poor. Why can't I have that fucking job? So, inflation has gone
That's
wild.
just so fucking shitty.
It's a
like,
shitty
why
time to be
wouldn't
around.
you... Why wouldn't you just say, we are working on a solution? Why go, shit? Well, I know why. They don't give a shit. They want people to just shut up and handle it, but...
Yeah.
You shouldn't say it.
It is very much just deal with it. You go, all right, so Mr. Economist, what can we do then to curb inflation? He goes, well, actually, it's your fault. Oh, really? Oh, thank you, Mr. Economist. Now at least we have someone to blame. He goes, yeah, it's your fault. You've been spending too much. He goes, what you got to do is stop buying things, and then inflation will go down. Now, inflation did... Right, it was at 10.4%. Then it went down to 10.1%. And, of course, the news is going, actually, inflation is going down. No. That means prices are still going up, just slower, by 0.3%. So, actually, not even all that slower. He goes, just stop buying things, and then the prices will go down again. And we go, yeah, okay, Mr. Economist, fine, yeah. Thing is, we really enjoy eating. You might say we're addicted to it, really. I do it every day.
And if you stop buying shit, they're going to be like, well, people aren't spending enough, so of course prices are going to go up. People aren't buying stuff, and it's costing more to make it.
Bottom line. Exactly, right? Yeah, we've got to make our profit anyway. So, I mean, hey, tender stem broccoli used to be £1.50. Now it's £2.50. Why is it £2.50? Because it got too expensive, so it had to get more expensive so we could cover the costs.
I think here in the US, we're finally starting to see a little bit eased up, but it's probably just temporary.
Well, you did have the whole... what's the price of gasoline like at the moment, by the way?
So at the end of 21 or 20, around there, it was about $1.80. Now it's about $3.70 on average. So it's way up, but I saw it today at $3.50. So I'm like, maybe things are changing a little bit.
did go down a bit then, because it was going up. It looked like it just wasn't going to stop.
Yeah, it went down a little bit.
That's how I'm feeling about fucking, just groceries at the moment. Just basically, it's not like I'm fucking going out and buying televisions and shit like that. I'm buying fucking 10 to 10 broccoli. And even then, I'm only getting it now when it's on offer. Fucking, you buy one, you get one free. Or if it's a lot cheaper than it normally is, or something like that, because it's going off tomorrow. That 10 to 10 broccoli is a treat. Meat is a treat at the moment. I am living very much a vegetable-based life at the moment.
I saw a post. I think it was from Australia. There was a sign next to the broccoli, and I think the broccoli was like $15 a pound. And it said if you cut the stem, you'll be arrested.
What?
And that's no tender stem. Like, you got to show up with like a butcher knife.
That's a butcher knife for broccoli? Jesus Christ, Polly. That's what we call vegetable overkill, sir.
Hey. You got to see those oak trunk-like fucking branches coming off the Australian.
Yeah, it was
based.
It was 99% stem and just a little flowerette on top, and it's like, if you cut this, we will call the police and you will be arrested.
And I mean, they might even show up over that as well. Like, we've got another broccoli thief here. It's a goddamn crime wave.
Kleptomaniac.
Let me see if I can find the picture. I'll send it to you.
Cat says we've been doing plant-based on a budget lately because it's cheap and we can't afford meat. That is exactly the fucking the hymn sheet that I'm singing on right now. Fetty Gamer Cat is meat is something for the weekend. I only have it every couple of days, to be honest. But when it comes to vegetables, they're still expensive as well. The trick here is to just buy the raw ingredients. Don't buy. I mean, plant-based, you say, right there, because there's a lot of, get plant-based burgers and shit. No, fuck that shit. What I'm looking at is, getting a load of fucking vegetables and making my own fucking vegetable burgers out of it instead. Because it's more fun that way as well. It's a little project. Yeah, it's good, yeah. Well, I love cooking, mate.
I definitely get that. It's just in all the fucking around on recipe sites and whatnot, I've never actually seen a recipe for a garden burger. Which is odd now that you've said it. It's like, wait, hold on.
There are several, mate. I've got, I've done it, and then I went, ooh, but it could have done with this. So the plan changes, and it gradually becomes more and more expensive. I'm doing it to save money, but because I'm just like, oh, but I can add this to it as well. It might end up just being cheaper to buy a fucking burger at the end of the day. That's the current cost of living right now, and it stinks. Thankfully, I've got
cheaper pound for pound. Well, of course it is. You just got a pig.
No, but I get it. I get it wholesale though. I get it from Steve Prawn, who he can just buy a shit ton of it, and it's a lot cheaper that way. And oh man, that fucking the pork loin came up.
Oh, here we go.
Beautiful. I used an actual boning knife for it and a cleaver. I managed to get 20 pork chops out of it. So if I have one pork chop a week from now on, that shit's gonna last me half a fucking year.
I just sent it to you.
Speaking of Steve's, you tell him Steve Dave, thank you for the $1. Just drop a comma on Sinatra, and he will send you one Bic lighter. I mean, it's still a nice lighter, right, Sin?
No, not anymore. I won't. I'm out. They've all been claimed.
That was dripping with smart assery there.
They have all been claimed, and everyone that's gotten them liked them a lot.
This is from Australia.
Of course, it comes with a custom glass that you can't buy and a whole bunch of other shit. But yeah, just a Bic lighter.
Not available in the shops, Polly. Australian supermarkets warn shoppers that ripping off broccoli stalks to save money is theft. Dude, you weren't even fucking joking about that. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look,
I wasn't joking about that at all. My ex-girlfriend shopped like a klepto. She had ways of explaining it. I have never... Okay, look. I could tell you stories that would just be nothing but evidence of a misspent youth. I'm not exactly, beyond reproach here. But the woman would eat constantly while in the grocery store. It had me nervous at times, man. Like, you can't just, plucking a grape, popping it in your mouth. Yeah.
Oh, right. Testing if it's fresh. Fair enough. Yeah.
She'd get a vegetable and a protein and a drink and like she'd put a meal together. And
vegetable and a protein. Brought her own fucking can opener.
threw a little tablecloth over the grocery cart. It was just embarrassing.
Got lazy Susan. I don't like you breaking off the stems of the broccoli. I mean, that really just goes to show that broccoli, not tender stem broccoli, because the stem is fucking lovely on that, but regular broccoli is a bit of a rip-off, isn't it? Because you're buying the trunk. And that's where most of the weight is, right there. Is in the trunk.
Yeah, you realized how much of the weight of an egg is in its shell. Bastards.
Yeah. That is every time I buy apples... or an apple, I will take the stem off. And after, like, if I buy one apple every day for a month, and I take the stem off, by the end of the month, I've effectively got myself a free apple.
You're on the level of a guy that, spends $20 in gas to use a $15 coupon. That's not what you're
excuse me. That is the state of things right now, guys. So, hey, if you're better off than everyone else, then and you want to be generous, all the links for the Streamlabs are down below. If not, then we understand it, because hey, we're all in this together, as all the big corporations used to say during lockdown.
You know what I found out, like, is the hard thing? When I was broke, ultra broke, I tend to show up at my friends' houses around dinner time. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You think I'm kidding? No,
I'm like, oh yeah.
First year grad school was rough, man. It was real rough. In any case, it was like ramen all the time, and it's like, well, I can't eat meat, just like you're saying on the weekends. What do you want to call it? Bolstered the lack of protein with eggs.
Yes.
Can't
eggs
do
were
that
cheap
anymore.
Do you remember those days?
Yeah, I'd have 3-4 eggs instead of just 2, and it was like, what I like eggs, I'll just make different kinds. It'll be great, and it was fine.
They're very versatile. You can do a lot with eggs.
Well, that's apparently where the gay chef's hats that the gay chefs wear with the folds in it.
The big poof thing?
Yeah. That is, I don't know how true this is, but I have heard on multiple occasions that all the folds in it represent 88 different ways that you can prepare eggs.
What?
Yeah.
I have never heard this.
No, well, I'm fucking... it might not be true, but it's something that I've heard on many occasions. So many times that you kind of go like, well, it must be true. But then, it could be... a suburban legend.
A suburb, okay.
Yeah, because it's posh.
Have you cracked an egg and found yourself shaking out the last little bits of white?
Yeah.
I thought that's how you just do it.
I'm going in there with a
depression,
spoon.
No.
You getting everything.
Well,
that's how I've done it.
I drip it out, but now I sit there and wait like a minute for gravity to do its work. And just
but the eggs aren't affected by gravity, though, mate, because, you can be there with the shit. You could wait there for fucking months, but the last bit still isn't coming out because it's an egg. It does what it wants.
Yeah, it's the goo. Yeah.
It's the goo. Anyway, let's move on from poor people being told, you're poor. Yeah, we know. What else have we got? Well, it's the Red Cross asking players to stop committing war crimes in games.
Okay.
No, I don't think. I think the fucking.
They can ask all they want. They can ask whatever they want, but okay, I will acknowledge your request and simply move on with my day.
I mean, I can't eat steak when I want to. War crimes is the last thing I can enjoy.
I don't want to be strong like man who look pretty. I want to be strong like bitch that fight bears in the forest.
Meat used to be the cheaper item. I remember my mom budgeting veggies, but chicken and ground beef was always in the house. I'd have to cook regularly to confirm. Yeah, it was definitely a little bit different, but meat industry has quite literally exploded. So you take that for what it's worth.
Yes, it has. Very good, very good. People died, man. It's all right. It's not too soon. I think the amount of time has passed that we can laugh about that. Ground beef, yeah. I mean, that's one of those things that if you know what to do with it, then you're going to be all right. But even that isn't fucking cheap. And I'll still get the ultra fucking fat stuff as well, because that's a shit ton cheaper than the incredibly lean stuff. But even that'd be like do a bolognese. I'll do that. That's enough fucking food for 3-4 days right there for me, because I'll make a big old bolognese. But now I'm more leaning into doing like vegetable chili. Because if you know how to cook, then it's not so bad, really, just eating vegetables. And it does mean that, when you do get a nice fat chicken or pork or something like that, you look forward to it a lot more and you appreciate it a lot more.
It's true.
And Polly, these chops that I chopped up as well, they ain't small, mate. You have never seen a goddamn pork chop. Like you could bludgeon someone to death with these chops. It was because I got that pork loin and from Steve Prawn, and it was the talk of the town, because apparently everyone saw me carrying it home. I got told I was carrying it like a baby. I even went past the guy in the fucking corner shop, and I saw him the next day, and he went, "Oh, you bought a lot of pork, huh?"
Hold your fire! This man isn't black!
It's donkey punch for 10.
What?
Does this mean I have a legit complaint when I get killed while parachuting in Battlefield?
Donkey punch? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And you can report them to Microsoft or Sony or whatever, right? So they go into specifics on this shit, right? Don't shoot downed or unresponsive enemies. No.
Legitimate question. Okay, in Call of Duty or any, realism, I get they've got women with bionetic implants and shit on front lines of World War I and all, but
living tissue over metal endoskeleton.
Liquid metal.
What the fuck was that?
It's from T2. Terminator 2.
Cybernetic organism, living tissue over metal endoskeleton.
That's us doing our bad Austrian accents. Yeah, so anyway.
Over metal endoskeleton.
Don't you suffer penalties for shooting people on your team, shooting civilians?
I don't know in Battlefield. I never got super big into that, but I know in Counter-Strike, because I was one of those kids, and adult. If you kill your teammate twice, you just get straight up kicked from the game, and it counts as a loss on your competitive thing.
Yeah, I believe
that's
the same
realistic.
with
Your
Rainbow
boss
Six
would probably,
Siege.
send you on home.
Yeah, you're probably gonna get fired.
But then there's also because sometimes people fucking just wander into the line of fire as well, and then they get killed, and it counts as a team kill on your record. And if that's the second time they've done it, then you get kicked.
Yeah, but then
stupid.
usually, the competitive thing with Counter-Strike at least is your team is your team, and if there is somebody trolling like that in the game, they will most likely just get reported by the other teammates.
Well, that's if you're doing it with you've got a dedicated team that you're playing with, which a lot of people don't.
No, even randos. Randos are pretty good about it.
Yeah. Fair enough then. Alright, so don't shoot downed or unresponsive enemies. No targeting non-violent NPCs. I mean, I'm just going back to my fucking streams of Red Dead Redemption 2, and I would be in jail if the Red Cross had their way right now. Like, I have committed actual war crimes on fucking RimWorld, for fuck's sake. When your pawns are wandering around with a fucking dusted jacket made of human flesh. Yeah, I'd be in prison. No targeting civilian buildings, and use medkits on everyone. That's what the Red Cross... So basically, the Red Cross is coming in and saying, no more fun.
Yeah, but when our rules of engagement say don't blow up the mosques, then our digital enemies are going to run into the mosques. I use as a totally non-real world example.
No, you said digital enemies, and that's fine with me. As Donkey Punch said, yeah, does mean I have a legit complaint when I get killed while parachuting in Battlefield? Yeah, I think it does. If you run out of ammo, for instance, like, all right, just put your hands up.
That would piss me the fuck off. I'm floating in the game. And, like, what are you going to do? You know what I mean?
Nothing. Well, I mean,
deal
don't
with
get. Don't parachute. Arrive by train. They weren't.
Yeah.
It's all right. I wasn't shooting at him. I was shooting at his parachute. Then gravity
Ordered on
killed
this
him.
plane, sir.
Adidas says, you killed us in XCOM. You definitely committed war crimes. I didn't kill you, right? You got killed by the enemy. And, might I add, we saved the planet, all right? So, look, some people had to lay down on the wire so everyone else could climb over, all right? Adidas, I'm sorry you were one of them, but I'm proud of you. And only like 6 people died anyway. It was fine. The rest of them I don't count as people. Oh, Uber, right? Every year they do a little collection of they go, hey drivers, what have people left in your car this year? And it was the end of the financial year, the fiscal period. So we got a new one, Polly. It's good. It's good. So, right, list of 50 most unique items lost. Included a Danny DeVito Christmas ornament, a fire sword, a fucking fire sword.
What?
Right, I knew that'd get
Is
your
there a
attention.
picture of it?
No, there's not a picture of it.
Then I don't believe it. No one's just leaving an on fire sword hanging around.
You're not, are you? You get out of the Uber, you get... Right. Keys, got them. Wallet, got them. Phone, got it. Fire sword. Oh, shit. A remote-controlled vibrator. Chicken wings. 6 cheesecakes. Not a cheesecake. 6 cheesecakes. Thing is, if
the
you
fucking size of them, I saw the slushy machine up there. How do you?
Yeah, it was
a machine. How do you forget you had it?
It's like a fucking slushy machine. But here's the thing: look, if you're rocking around, if you're getting into an Uber with 6 cheesecakes, now I'll wager on the dollar that you tell them Future Dame just threw over that the reason you're getting an Uber is to transport 6 cheesecakes. So why would you get out of the car sans the cheesecakes?
Maybe you were trying to kill 6 doppelgangers.
Ah, right. So you're a Russian who's committing identity theft with a poison cheesecake. Very good, Polly. Well remembered. It goes on with painted rat traps. Not just a rat trap, but painted, yeah. I don't know if they were like camouflaged or like festive. I don't know. An important pregnancy test. Dentures, a lightsaber, weed, and 1 Gucci loafer.
The loafer I understand the most.
I always wonder how people just lose 1 shoe. Like if I'm driving around, I just see a shoe on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Liquor and mental illness.
It's got to be.
Is my go-to answers.
But then this can't be mental illness because this is a Gucci loafer. Mr. Huli.
It's only a war crime the second time. I'm gonna get that tattooed. Thank you, Valine.
You know, when I was looking for that song to play behind the totally not people that were turned into global leaders after being petty thugs because of petroleum, I typed in the Huli Huli song and found it immediately.
No shit. God bless the internet. Fucking hell. God bless.
Not on YouTube. I tried it there and it didn't work. So I just opened DuckDuckGo and typed in the Huli Huli song. And yeah, there's multiple websites people had called it that. It was great.
I mean, look, fucking some search engines just understand me. Like, I've been there, I've forgotten the film that I'm trying to think of, and there was a specific scene where someone said something. I go, what was that thing that guy said in the film with the guns? And I get the answer, like, within the first page, you know? Like, fucking, what a time to be alive.
I just did that 2 minutes ago.
Yeah?
So you killed us. And I'm like, you arrogant ass, you've killed us. In a thick accent. What the fuck movie is that from? I just typed it in. It was Hunt for Red October.
You just typed in, you killed us, thick accent, and that came up?
No, I typed in, you arrogant ass, you've killed us. And
in thick accent?
It came up right. No. That was implied by the way I typed.
All right. You tell him Future Dame threw $1. He said, Commander, don't listen to them. The Red Cross is how the aliens got us the first time. All those men and women who died on your XCOM stream was Red Crossed out. Oh, fucking wonderful.
You know,
Love it.
You know what my favorite one is? Just, and if, I don't know if you guys will get this, but just the, yeah. You pissed off? Yeah.
That's removed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pulp Fiction.
I don't
right
know.
away.
I can't tell you.
I like a.
You mean you could, but you're not going to, or you actually don't
Yes.
know?
Yeah, we good. Now that is Pulp Fiction. I know. Was it You Happy? Wasn't it? Was it the briefcase full of money? Oh man, I watched that the other day as well. For God's sake, let's move on. Parrots who learn to video call feathered friends will feel less lonely. Study finds they actually train parrots, right, to FaceTime other parrots, and they're really happy about it.
Do you have the one about the lady and her argument with the parrot? Do you have that article?
No.
Okay, I'll just give you the TLDR. But this lady
Fair
shot
enough.
her
Pitch.
own parrot.
Shot.
Yep.
Okay.
Go on.
Florida woman shot her own parrot after getting in an argument with it.
Jesus. I mean, hey, I'm a bird keeper. I'm an avian enthusiast. I get it. I tell him to shut the fuck up all the time. I have said some questionable shit to my birds. That my
Can't you just
neighbours
drop a
probably
blanket
think
over the cage and they shut up. That's
sometimes. The thing is, if I'm like watching, because they're in my living room, my den, my lounge. If I'm watching a film or something, and they're at the beach, and you can hear seagulls, then like if you can hear birds tweeting or something, they tend to go, "Oh my god, there's birds!" And they start tweeting as well. I'm like, dude, shut! I'm trying to fucking watch this. Do you know what I mean? Shut the fuck up. I'm not wearing headphones in my own house. My neighbours are probably just like, oh, they're arguing again.
They don't know that you're arguing with a fucking bird.
No, they don't. They don't. Like, fucking, you got the husband looks at the wife going like, why do they always stay, Gene? It's clearly a toxic relationship, and you know they're saying the word toxic. So these parrots have actually been teaching each other shit as well over the phone. It's fucking awesome. I mean, look at this little bird here as well. He's even got the squinty eyes of someone who spends too much time online. He looks sad. I thought it was cool. One person arrested for slapping police horse during Maple Leaf celebrations. Slapped a horse.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to do.
No. On the hindquarters, actually, as well. It was like, hey, Maple Leafs, we won. Woo, Canada, Canada. Right? Syrup, yeah, milk in bags. And this guy in celebration slaps the hindquarters of a police horse. Do you know what the charge is for that?
It's assault on a police officer.
It is assaulting the police officer,
Wow.
yeah.
Good God.
Yeah, same thing with like maybe a kick a cop dog.
What is the actual concern there with a horse? The horse has his blinders on because it's out in public and it's not used to that many people around, although it should be, that it's going to like freak out and the asshole on top is going to fall off because you didn't realize that we have motor cars and it's not the 1800s anymore and shouldn't be on a horse.
I mean, that did... No, I mean, the thing is, for riot control, horses are actually fucking brilliant.
Oh, sure, you can stomp over people and kill them and be like, oh, it's not my fault.
Yeah, you can. But then there was also, for some reason, there was George Floyd riots here in London for some fucking reason. Yeah, I know. Let's protest police brutality in a different country. Oh yeah. America's sure to listen if we're gonna do it in England, right? Sure.
Hey, listen, we had to put up with the bloody riots here over Brexit. You just deal.
You had Brexit riots over there?
No, not at all. It makes no sense that anybody there got George Floyd. None. Assholes.
But there was that fucking poor woman. She's on a horse and someone fucking attacks her. I think they like threw a fucking bicycle at it, and this horse just bolts and it runs under a road sign. But of course, like, in true farcical comedy form, she was around about road sign height and got taken off like one of the fucking Stooges. But then I've also, I mean, there's good footage as well of like fucking a drunk girl. She goes out and she thinks it's a good idea if she starts shouting at the police because, they're sure to listen when you've drank that much Lambrini, aren't they, love? And the horse just fucking kicks her in the face. I mean, you want to fucking test your DuckDuckGo ability when it comes to searching things. Just type in drunk girl kick face horse. You will love it. Everyone in the chat, you should go and watch that after the show, obviously, because, hey, You can only be watching one thing at a time. Just don't fuck with horses, mate. I don't know what they're so big, but they're also so flighty and easily scared. Like an elephant with a mouse. Do we know where that came from? Elephants are scared of mice?
I don't think that's true.
I don't think it's true. Where did it come from? It's fucking stupid, isn't it? Whereas horses are scared of everything. Because my auntie keeps what I say used to keep horses. She does keep horses, and one of them wouldn't go to a certain part of the field because there was a plastic bag stuck in a tree. It was terrified of this plastic bag. Fucking horses are idiots, man.
Yeah.
Police arrest drunk driver with
Where
fake...
are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
It's Cryptic. Now, that is a name I love to see pop up on the stream. For $5, Cryptic says, what happened when the son told his Asian parents he was asexual? They were disappointed he wasn't A+ sexual. Fuck it. Love it. Love it. Thank you, Cryptic. Good to see you, buddy. Back on form again. Police arrest drunk driver with fake Boris Johnson driving license. Amazingly, they saw through his ploy, Sinatra. Despite having a Ukrainian
I'm sure
flag.
That was a lot of work.
Yeah. It's also expires in the year 3000. Right there, 12th of December 3000.
What other novelties did it have going? Was it like the size of a giant poster board, dude? What else did you fuck up on?
A slushy machine. And Mel Alaska threw $3 with Ricky Spanish. Thank you, Mel. Says, hey, Drunkle, I was wondering, do your birds talk? I tried for years to teach my Fido to talk, but he only ever learned to imitate my cell phone. He did tricks, though. No, these guys will, because with budgerigars, or parakeets, as Americans might call them, or keats, you can only really get them to talk. Well, the budgies are...
Oh, Kiki, motherfucker. Oh, Kiki, goddamn.
Goddamn! Love it. To the mirror, to the seeds. If you... Because I got two of them, so they talk budgie to each other. If you have one of them, then they're more likely to talk to you. My sister had one, and it did talk. It would imitate her, which is why it would say things like, you fucking stink! And bad bird. But I mean, it doesn't.
Bad bird.
Well, no. I mean, that's like a parrot. Like with it's very, very distorted with a budgie because they're stupid little fucking bird brains. But you can, like, hey, even a duck can say "you bloody fool."
That's what I was just about to say. Isn't it the weirdest thing that a whole array of different fucking birds can talk, but they have a pretty shitty cognitive array in this tiny little, bird brain.
Yeah, I mean, but
Literal
I think
bird brain.
Was it? I think it was a type. Was it a European starling? I think it was. And this shit was insane. Stella the starling bird. Here you go. Let me grab this real quick. Hold on a sec. This might not be the right one. Talking and whistling to the camera, apparently. What do you think?
Oh, you want to see?
Right.
That is wild.
That's some Wendigo shit, isn't it?
That looks like a cursed bird that's come to tell you of your doom.
Imitating the whistle.
Where are we, John
cool
boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Donkey Punch for $5. Donkey, I'm loving your work tonight, mate. Thank you so much. He says, I will hurt both of you. My wife won't stop with those to the window covers. What, is she still doing it? Punch her in the face, Donkey Punch. Tell her a police horse did it.
Here, I'm going to send you this. Drunkle, you're going to lose your shit to this. It's in your DMs.
Okay, Apollo and Friends, the best of Apollo. Okay, right, cool. Let's see what we got.
What's that made of? No, what's that made of? Come on, you know that.
Glass.
Yes!
Whoa!
Glass, good.
Shut the fuck up. What? No way.
No, what's that made of?
You want to see something arguably worse?
Glass.
Yes!
Oh my god! God, that is an African grey parrot. These guys are fucking amazing. They can learn up to like I think 1,000 words and actually understand the context behind them as well. African greys.
I just sent you another one. Little guy's having like a mental breakdown on a door. It's so good.
A parrot spurging out. Yes, sign me up, buddy. Sign me up. There you go.
You know what the dark mode life is?
Oh, you're in the stash. Catch purple. Catch purple. Catch purple. Good job. Good job. Catch purple. Catch purple. Catch cork. 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 Catch purple. Be quiet!
It's the first time a bird got told to shut up, but not in this house.
Yeah, like the guy will hold up a block and say, "What color is this?" And it goes red, blue.
Yeah, man.
And it knows.
Yeah, African greys are like bird brain, mate. But they also they fly in flocks, like huge. These aren't small birds. Well, they fly in flocks of like fucking 700 or some shit like that. We're talking about like prop fucking murmurants.
Cryptic, what do you call an Asian chihuahua? A konichihuahua.
I was going to say ditto.
Konichihuahua.
Hold on, let's have another minute of this real quick, because this is fucking amazing.
Touch of purple. Are you purple? The stash? What's this made of? Glass. Metal. Good bird. What's this made of? Glass. Metal. Ooh. Black. Ooh. Black. Black paper. What's this made of? Glass. Glass.
Oh God, I don't like that. That got evil right there. Gross! Dude, that is fucking incredible. It's scary. That is some Wendigo shit, mate. Like that, you fucking people getting lured into the woods and everything like that. It's African grey parrots, and they're coming for you, man.
Yeah,
they're coming for you. Fucking little bastards. The thing is, like, there was a pub I used to drink at. It was a tropical parrot, you know, like the ones you'd see on the shoulder of a pirate.
Yeah.
And this one, Elvis, his name was as well, and he actually lived in the pub proper. They had a big old fucking aviary for him in the corner. People loved this bird, and he loved it as well because they're very, very social creatures. They like lots of movement, lots of sound, and everything like that. So a pub actually a brilliant place for him. But the thing is, the owner said he fucking pisses me off because
probably a smart ass.
Yeah, well, parrots are, mate. He learned the sound of the alarm for the pub, right? So, they turn all the lights off and everything, and then they go upstairs to bed, and then they can hear the alarm going off. Like, we're being robbed! No, it's this fucking parrot downstairs. Little shit.
He just being a dick.
Yeah, they are dicks. So, I mean, as Melanska said, do your birds talk? They only imitate. So if my birds did talk, the only thing they would say was, "Shut the fuck up!"
I turned the donations.
Well, speaking of gorgeous birds.
That's what they call women there, Sinatra.
It is, yeah.
Cryptic,
I've never heard of such a thing.
I won't buy Colgate toothpaste ever again. It says guaranteed whiteness after 2 weeks, but it's been 4 weeks and I'm still Asian.
That was cryptic, right?
Yeah.
Of course it fucking is.
You can almost tell. Thank you, unnamed individual, for the $3. Now let's guess who it is. We're gonna probably 50% chance we're gonna get it.
Yeah, I bet we could tell most.
It's because they're distinct people in chat.
Only the best goddamn chat online. Right, let's we're gonna steam through now. Don't get me wrong, the discussion's great, but no more parrot videos, because I have got a game and we are going to play a game this time, gents. It's been ages since we've had a game on a Monday. We're doing it. Right, here we go.
I don't believe him.
A Kansas woman indicted after selling stolen body parts for $11,000. That's right, Polly. I stole it from Wednesday. It's Candice Chapman Scott, 36.
It is topical.
Is accused of selling 20 boxes of body parts to a Pennsylvania man.
We're looking at sea otters. 6 of them here. That's fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi. We're looking at sea otters.
It'd be a real shame if someone just tagged Zobels with another thing from the windows to the walls in San Miguel's Discord. That would be a total shame. Thank you, Gleam.
Oh, we've started a whole thing. Apparently, body parts are done by boxes, Polly. It's not like, the inventory was so many feet, fingers, elbows, and everything. No, it's 20 boxes of body parts. That's what I've learned from this, most of all. And $11,000. I mean, what was this Pennsylvania man building?
Actually, selling body parts to, modern wannabe New Age pagans, so they had bones and parts for their rituals. That's what the lady in New Orleans was doing. That's where I get that from.
Ah, that's right. Yeah, I remember that.
I would have said Body Factory.
Yeah, actually, Pennsylvania Man was the doctor. It was Pennsylvania Man's monster.
Shut
now,
up.
who wants to get angry? I want to get angry. This trans person telling their little child that daddy has a vagine.
Why do people need to fucking know?
Why does a child need to know? And why isn't the sound playing? Oh, hang on. Maybe I muted this. No? Okay. It's weird. Let me try this again.
I read that totally wrong, and I was like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? It said daddy was a vegan. Why'd he tell anyone?
Trans.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, Journey. Did you know that daddy's trans? Did you know that daddy's trans? Do you care?
Yeah.
You do? How much? A lot?
What?
Did you know that daddy has a vagina?
Vagina?
Yes.
Oh. It has vagina?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Good talk.
I just want to point out that the kid leaving the room means the kid is the smartest fucking person in the room right now. Even the kid's just like, for God's sake, will you leave it out, John? Fucking... Wow. But remember, guys, there's no agenda. There's literally no one is doing this. Remember, there's no agenda. Don't worry about it. Fleeing shoplifter. Oh, sorry, go on.
I just think that, why do they feel the need to tell kids this?
Yes.
I genuinely don't understand.
Yes. It's, this child can barely talk. Yeah, this is something that you're expecting them to comprehend.
To do it.
I mean, who is saying the word vagina to a child that young?
The kid didn't even know what it meant. You hear him struggling to say it?
And yet you're still turning around with daddy has a vagina. What the fuck?
It's very odd.
And you go like, oh, daddy's got a vagina. Okay, right, so this is a woman who is transitioned to be a man. Okay, all right. Nail polish. So it's not even shaved head, beard, nail polish. I'm just as confused as the child right now, but daddy's got a vagina, and that's really what we can take away from this. Daddy is a fucking
amount of
vagina.
trans people, in my opinion. There's some that are just activists by nature and encouraged to do it, and are always champions. So yeah, fuck it. Why not the kids too? That's my guess.
Well, yeah, right. Well, I mean, it's recruitment, isn't it? Really, it's. Man, I don't know.
You know what? I think that's got to be a part of it. Honestly,
it has to be. But no, because there is no agenda. Remember.
I cannot fathom a reason why you would need to tell a kid this.
The kid was just happily being a kid. This is
that's what kids do. Kids just kid around.
The kid, hey. But then the conversation, well, not a conversation, was it? It was more of a statement, was started by this person. So it came out of nowhere. And also, why did you film it?
He probably expected ass pats out the fucking left and right for that. Not political left and right, but you know what I mean.
You're only going to get them from the left, really.
Yeah, internet head pats. I'm willing to bet that he was expecting the kid to say, "No, I don't care," and then explosion on TikTok and social media where everyone was going to share the fuck out of it.
You know what I think it is, honestly, is a lot of this is just people targeting weaker victims.
Yeah.
Like, because I guarantee. Shut up! Be quiet! Damn, that one was on me. I feel like I feel like
a woman.
Like people bully people weaker than them usually, and I think that's what we're looking at here is people doing that. And if that kid had gone, no, daddy is a man. Like, see, kids have such internalized misogyny. It's not even funny. We need to do better.
I think, there's 100% something of that ilk behind it. Because, I mean, look at...
It's an interesting and ugly thought.
Not just what's being used with transphobia or anything, but also conversations surrounding race as well. Look at The Little Mermaid. If you don't like it, then you're racist. You know, so you get painted with some very, very strong words for what would be ordinarily just valid criticism of something. Like, valid criticism of this. What you're doing here is actually very, very bad parenting. Oh, but that's just transphobic. No, it would no. Even if this was, you know, a cis male doing it, going, do you know daddy has a penis? That's still fucking weird, mate.
Yeah, it is very odd. Corrupt Hero for 5. First time donating. Meow. Thank you.
And Hakira threw $3 for the Ricky Spanish said, damn, they're starting the brainwashing as they can speak. I think there's a word for this. I think it may start with a G.
Yay.
So do you think that teachers that pester their students with, okay, today's going to be inclusivity workshop day and so on and so forth, and let me tell you about my queer lifestyle, whatever particular one it may be, do you think they're actually like bullying those kids because they're weaker, that they can just get away with it? So why not?
I think that might be part of it, honestly.
I mean, kids are weaker.
I never thought about that before. It's why I'm asking. Like,
it's a shitty thought that they're targeting kids specifically because they're weaker. But I do 100% think that if the kid had gone, like, no, daddy is a man, he'd be like, no, you need to respect daddy, and this is a timeout for you.
You see, bigotry starts at such a young age.
They want to do it with other adults, but they know they can't. But children are moldable, so I'm going to do it there and feel a sense of power.
I think they want to do it with children.
And they get to exercise that power because it is usually the child that they have power over. Like, you can't just do that. You can't walk up to a random person and go, I have a vagina, because a father is going to punch you in the head.
And in that instance...
But if it's one of those kids, they can go, no, you need to respect it. Go in your room until you learn better.
You've hurt daddy's vagina feelings. It boggles my mind. The road that, I say society. This isn't society. This is online society. Like, real people are not like this. I've had many an argument on the old Reddits, because I'm banned from Twitter for reasons like this, where people are going, no, you know, gender is a social construct. Society has decided what happened and everything. I went, okay, but then you've got to realise that society has also said that a man is a man and a woman is a woman, and a trans woman is a trans woman, not a woman. And they go, well, that's very bigoted. But you said it's a social construct, and that is what society as a whole is still saying. So you've just basically said, with gender being a social construct, that you are not a woman or a man.
And don't give me that social construct bullshit. That might work with,
well, no,
I don't know. I think the small child in this video, but no grown adult's going to accept that. Social engineering. How do I know? Why did you need hate speech laws to enforce the world you think the way that it is if it was a genuine consensus?
But there's certain things that if you do say them, then you're going to get painted, you know, tarred with the brush of ism or ist or phobic. So the way I deal with it is by using those words against them. Like, if
real
society
quick, thank
has
you,
decided,
Corrupt Hero. I don't remember if I said thank you, but the thing with it is those words just, they don't mean anything anymore.
Well, no, the words they're using were constructed by society. So like, it's a bit of a
bit
of a circle jerk, really, isn't it?
They don't mean anything. Like, no one gives a shit if you call them racist anymore.
No, well, that's
because
been overused.
Either they are racist and they go, okay, or they're not racist and they go, okay. Like
I hear you. Like with people and whatnot. Yeah, absolutely. But it's a career ender on campus. Still, absolutely.
Oh yeah, of course. And I mean, you say with people, African grey parrots don't like it either. But it's like, if you go, oh, you're a fascist, and someone go, oh, don't call me a fucking fascist. They go, oh, you don't like it when you get called a fascist, do you? No, because I'm not a fascist. If I was a fascist, I'd be like, well, that was completely accurate. So that's one way of telling that, you're just using these words to, well, just insult people. And they are insult, but they are strong words which have now just been diluted down to that of an insult.
Yeah.
Interesting. Alright, let's move on. Fleeing shoplifter, 46, weird name, is snared by police after ducking into a barber's for a haircut. But he was bald, so they knew he wasn't there for it.
You can get a beard trim. I got a beard trim last week.
It's not the easiest place to hide, is it? Really? I'm just going to duck into the barber. Police are chasing me. You got to hide me. All right, sit
Hey,
over
man,
there.
I seem to remember one very specific Elmer Fudd skit with Bugs doing him upright.
Doing him upright.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made a salad on his head.
Oh, I thought you were making a Sweeney Todd reference. Okay, fair enough. Big Joe says, I don't think you're a fascist, Drunken Uncle. Well, thank you very much. Oh, I can't be because I'm trans now. That means I'm right in everything I say and do. Spain bans decades-long tradition practice of dwarf bullfighting. Anyone know what dwarf bullfighting
running
is?
of the bulls, it kills people. That's fine.
Is it tiny bulls?
Yes, and midgets.
No way.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So it's just like, a little like a thing between, your proper matadorisms. Or we're just riling up the next cow. In the meantime, this midget is going to chase around a calf. And the crowd love it. But the thing is, right, the move was hailed by disability rights groups. Of course it was.
Being a midget isn't a disability. Okay.
Well, no, the thing is, but the midgets actually just went, what the fuck? You're taking away our only line of work.
Yeah, Valine is not disabled. He's handy-abled.
She's handy-capable.
Half foots or half feet? I don't know. So this is a case of, like the white woman who's fucking saying everything is racist, but the black man going, bitch, shut the fuck up. This is disability rights groups just went, yeah, brilliant. It's about time we got rid of this. Whereas now the people in question are just going, you just made me fucking unemployed, you piece of shit.
Yeah, actual people.
Right? Now, I promised you some seagull-based news.
You did.
I don't know if you're ready for this one.
I am.
Man caught performing sex act with seagull in alleyway.
I am not.
You were not, were you? You were not.
No.
This is not a photo of the man. This is not a photo of the seagull. This is just a seagull. I believe it's the very rare Getty species of seagull. David Lee, 40, admitting to causing unnecessary suffering to the animal. Now, Sin, I said earlier on there was a guy in the pub who I didn't know, I've never spoken to, I've never seen before, just came up to me and went, look at this. This was the article.
He was showing his handiwork.
I think it might have been David Lee I saw in the pub. This is a wild ride. A man was caught on camera carrying out a sex act in public while holding a bird against its legs. Against his legs. Against his will as well,
I
I
guess.
guess.
His legs.
It was No, because he had the bird like trapped between his legs.
Okay, I have a question here.
Shut up! Be quiet!
I got it twice.
That's good.
I've got a question, and this is going to be a little much, but what was this guy packing that it's not a dead seagull?
He didn't explode it. Yeah.
I mean, I like how Sinatra just kind of like tiptoed around it, whereas Polly just went through it like a freight train. Right there. Like, how is this not a dead seagull? Yeah, why did it explode when he came? David Lee pleaded guilty to causing unnecessary suffering to the herring gull.
No comment on that, that's fine.
An offence under the Animal Welfare Act of 2006. So this isn't the first time there's actually a law against it. So this
should be an offence against humanity.
Humanity, right? It's been branded one of the most unusual cases by magistrates judge. CCTV footage played in court. Oh, yeah, they got it on camera. Showed Mr. Lee of Roker Avenue, Sunderland. Fucking Sunderland, should have known. Kneeling down in an alleyway around 1 a.m. with the animal between his legs. He's seen pulling his pants off and appearing to masturbate with the bird close to his groin area while watching pornography on his phone before kicking the bird away and walking off.
Fuck.
Didn't even give it money for a taxi. Fucking hell. The prosecutor said at around 1 a.m. the defendant was seen chasing the gull down the road. Yeah, because he had to catch the bird first. Like, there's forethought that went into this as well, you know. It's not like all of us, oh, I'm horny, I've got my phone, full charge, I've got a seagull, let's see what happens. No, he actually had to chase the bird down first. The second piece of footage sees the defendant chasing the same bird down the road as the Benny Hill tune played in the background. In the third piece of footage, the defendant has a different bird in his hand, so he didn't catch the original one. It's a smaller bird. You see the defendant with the bird in his arms as he goes a short space down the road. It is clear from the CCTV footage that the defendant is masturbating. The defendant places the bird close to his groin and between his legs.
Fleshlight.
He goes back to his phone and continues with the act. He pulls his trousers up and gives a kick to the bird. He picks up his phone and starts to walk off. So, like, the bird, he kicked it to get away from it. I guess the bird is just like, but you said you were going to buy me dinner. So the bird was fine, if not somewhat traumatised. Chair of Magistrates Kay Gilbert adjourned the case for sentencing and said, I have to say that as an experienced magistrate, this is one of the most unusual cases we've come across in the magistrates' court. Which is fair, but then also he came across a seagull, so who fucking knows? Oh, and the defendant said Lee had some history of mental health issues. No, surely not. No, there is not a photo of Lee, but they did actually give away his road name and town, as well as his full fucking name. So it's safe to say that this guy's going to wake up in the morning with bird fucker sprayed on the bonnet of his car.
So weird.
It's very weird. Here's hoping that is the last in a long line of seagull-based news. Why do they always stay? Swansea gas workers misspell school when repainting road. You had one job, guys.
Education.
You had one job. I love it. It's a fucking... There's a load of mothers dropping off their kids at school going, see, if you don't pay attention in school, you'll end up doing this job.
Cool.
School. That's what they call it in Sweden, isn't it?
Sean Connery wrote that. Cool.
Man who had revenge sex with wife over neighbour's bollard forced to pay her £250. Right, so a bollard is one of the big metal poles that you cement into the ground.
Flagpole?
No, that's a pole for a flag. A bollard is there. It's short, it's fat, and it stops people from parking because it will fuck your car up. So this guy kept parking his fucking the equivalent of a Winnebago. No, it was a Volkswagen camper van outside the house. So they installed a bollard and then had sex on it. So his fucking house cameras caught it. Then he took it to court. He went, I don't want to see that. Where's the seagull? And they had to pay out 250 quid. I think they've moved away since then as well. Homeowner shocked after body from the 60s found in her garden 14 months after moving in. She was getting some fucking work done in the garden and they went, that's a fucking body. They just dug up a body of a man who'd been missing for fucking, 80 years?
Jeez.
Right?
But still no Jimmy Hoffa.
No, still not found him, right? Jesus Christ. Bit of space news?
Sure.
Bit of space news. NASA's Perseverance rover loses its hitchhiking pet rock After more than a year together on Mars, this little rock managed to get into the fucking wheel of this car, and for a year, it just stayed there. And it fell out the other day, and this made the news because it lost its pet rock.
Slow news day.
On Mars, yeah. I mean, what else is fucking happening, you know? Oh, we're going to miss you, little buddy. I wonder if they named it. Sweden launches research rocket, accidentally hits Norway. Oops.
Accident.
Yeah, right. We were doing research into aggression between countries. Just seeing what we can get away with. Turns out quite a lot, because we're Sweden and no one's scared of us. Oh, here's something for you. Asteroid the size of 48 eggplants to pass Earth on Tuesday.
God damn it, Jerusalem Post. Who are you shitposting to? What is it?
When did this start? Of measuring meteor, I mean, animals I'm down with, but now we're on to eggplants? When did this start and how far is it going to go?
That sounds tiny.
48 eggplants, yeah, it's not big, is it? But then why do it in eggplants? It's the size of... How tall do you think a giraffe is? How many eggplants tall is a giraffe?
30.
Yeah, it's no more than 12 goats high.
Okay, so we're saying that this is about, what, 7 goats?
Just a 12.
Well, no, but I mean, that's a giraffe. I mean, a giraffe is not 48 eggplants tall.
No, but this doesn't say 48 eggplants tall. This says 48 eggplants. So I think if you just, like, put 48 of them in a bundle, you're going to get a similar size.
Oh, no
Is that what they're actually saying?
Well, just like a bag of eggplants.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Why did they give you a diameter then? Say it's like, 8 durian fruits across.
You fucking
Something
middle
that
class
makes some
prick.
sense.
Durian fruit.
I don't know. Every time I go to the grocery store, I see them there, the big spike balls. And I'm like, who's buying these things?
No one,
I'm assuming
because
they're
they
not the same one.
fucking stink.
I've never opened one, but I've been tempted.
No, don't. There are places where...
Where are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
That counts as overlapping donuts.
Do you think I'm happy with that? I'm happy with that. Okay.
I would count that.
Go for it, man.
I will as soon as it loads, because for some reason, every time I click off, I have to refresh. My cat is a baller. Little fatty cost me $500 today between the vet running blood work and giving him an IV and new food with gravy. New food with gravy. He does sound like a little fat ass. Since he's not eating over a day, might have been boredom. Oh, maybe. Cats are just finicky fucks.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Well, still, all the best to your cat. Oh, and Festonia. Festonia. Through $5. He said, hey, Drunken, do you have eggplants in England? Well, I mean, that's the interesting thing, because it's passing Earth. It's not going to, like, break up in the atmosphere or anything. It's just on its way, you know? Like a man chasing a seagull down the road. It's just in passing. But the thing is, if it goes over England, all of a sudden it will be 48 aubergines long. So the correct answer here for Stoney is no, we don't have eggplants. We have the same thing, but by a different name, and it's aubergine. Thank you for the 5. And Hakira threw $3 for the Ricky Spanish. He says, I'm now convinced the Jerusalem Post watches the AAA. I would love that. Right, on to our titular article. And you bear in mind, like, the seagull story was almost the titular article. But instead, this episode of the AAA meeting is brought to you by the tagline, must be cold in here, because iceberg lovers go wild over viral photos of the Dickieberg off Newfoundland's coast. That, sir, is a penis.
It is.
Even better than this, the photographer who captured it is from the town of Dildo. I was expecting something.
I'm just sitting here in amazement. Well, not amazement exactly, but something. I don't know.
It's interesting. There's not much to add to it, in my opinion.
I was just sitting there thinking, okay, obviously it doesn't tip over because there's a lot of berg under the water.
A lot of berg, yeah. That's where the pee is stored, in the berg.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could see it, so it's like the icebergs flashing the world. You know?
Oh yeah, like that light blue bit around it. Yeah, that's the base of the berg. Yeah, so it is. It's literally, it's just stuck its cock out of the water and went, look at that. We figured that. And everyone went, superb. Samagel says that thing will strike the Titanic.
Are you sure we didn't have this article before?
This one here came out on the 28th of April.
I feel like we've talked about Dildo Cove or something like that before.
Oh, yeah, that was a load of dolphins got stuck in Dildo Cove.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But then, I mean, in answer to the bigger question here, Sin, is that we have been doing this show and many like it for about 6 years now. We have covered some weird shit, brother.
We certainly have.
Kick stories like nobody's fucking business. It's gonna seem familiar, you know?
I mean, do you remember Poo Watch?
Poo Watch was fucking. That was our magnum opus.
It was the flagship fucking art because it lasted for a month. Fucking Poo Watch. Hashtag Poo Watch. Polly, this was a guy in Britain. He got caught with drugs up his bum. So they were waiting for him to poo them out, and he just wouldn't.
He just didn't shit for a month.
It was a month. It was 30 days. They which meant that because they didn't have actually any evidence, he passed the length of time that they can keep him in custody. And then they had to keep going and fucking reapplying and going like, look, man, hey, he's got drugs up his bum. We know he has. But eventually, because he didn't poo it out, they had to let him go. He won. And he went straight to hospital.
No shit.
No shit. Way! Steve Dame threw $1. He says, an article my produce department job can actually weigh in on. So, a £20 box of eggplants typically has anywhere between 12 and 16 eggplants in it. You're looking at a 3 to 4 foot by 4 to 6 foot by 3 to 4 foot of eggplants. Fuck it, Steve Dame did the goddamn maths. Best dollar ever. Thank you, Steve Dame. You got one there, Sin? Okay.
Corrupt Hero for another $1. Drunkle's banned from Twitter. I'm curious.
Oh, that was when there was, I think it was a Republican, and someone tried to stab him in the face with a plastic blade. And in reply to someone saying, oh, it's a shame you didn't get him, I went, oh, yeah, because he definitely deserves to be stabbed in the face because of his political views. But Twitter doesn't quite understand sarcasm and put it down as inciting violence. I have appealed it many, many times. I would do it every day, and it would always bounce back. Even when Elon took over. I see why you went
trans now. Not
yeah, actually,
shoot people for refusing people legal entry to places.
Maybe I will re-appeal, letting them know that I'm trans. I think that's going to help, isn't it?
Why? I'm curious. Why did you not create a second account? That's not you can't do that.
I did, but because immediately the same followers just came over, it was clear that it was me. So I have got another account, but I'm waiting for it to get a bit older, so hopefully it'll fly under the radar when people start following me again.
So it's there. You're just letting it lay fallow.
Just letting it simmer. But you may not consider yourself newsed.
I do feel newsed.
Do you feel newsed? I mean, obviously you do, because you just said you should have a game.
Brought it through.
We bust out a game. Do you want a game?
Let's end the show so we can say you didn't do it.
You fucker.
It's fine.
Do you want a game? You want a game? Do you want a game?
I want a game.
Do you want a game? Speak.
Sounds like you want a dog.
I do.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh my god, stupid fucking budgies. Right, so today we are going to... And it's been a while, guys. So I had to make sure it was a good one, and it was one that people enjoy. Not just us, the AAAs, but you, the AAAEs. So we are playing Wild Beef.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
You see, the internet is full of dumbasses who forget certain words sometimes, so they will use other words in their place. For instance, someone, somehow, forgot the word cow, and so instead said wild beef. Gentlemen, I give you the wild beef, and you give me the actual word. Let's fucking play.
All right.
All right, here's your first wild beef. Ocean dirt.
Sand.
It is indeed sand.
Oh.
So point to the polydub.
It's everywhere.
It's coarse. Of course. Number 2. Hand ankle.
Wrist.
Wrist.
Really?
Sinatra says with the point.
It's so much more complicated. All right.
Have you got a problem with the wild beef? You got beef with the beef?
I think he has beef with one
Got
beef.
beef with the beef. You're going to get porked, son. You chicken. Number 3.
Fucking hell.
Talkie flaps.
Lips.
Lips, Sinatra says. Fucking talkie flaps. Could have been anything. That's what you should call Shelley from now on. Right, number 4.
Listen here, talkie flaps. I don't want
Oi, talkie flaps. Shut it. You're going to be bruisey eye again. Right, number 4. Pet vacuum.
Roomba. Nice.
Roomba. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. You see, because you go like, oh, is it a vacuum for pets? Or is it a vacuum that is a pet?
Right. I didn't think of it the second way. Right.
'Twas the latter, good sir. Number 5. Off-brand lettuce.
Cabbage.
Cabbage.
I speak fluent retard. I've got this.
Excellent work. Number 6. Lawn leftovers.
Grass clippings.
Grass clippings. Or cuttings in this case, or was it? Yeah, both are acceptable.
You didn't say the word. You didn't even ask the independent adjudicators.
Grass cuttings.
It's
There you
shenanigans.
go. Well done. Good. He said both. Do you know what? Extra point for getting the answer correct twice.
Huh.
Is it?
Again, you didn't ask the independent adjudicators. Fuck.
All right. Sorry. Oi! Independent adjudicators. All right. They're nodding.
Yeah.
Fucking sham. Your budgies don't
Did you
count
just
as
do?
adjudicators?
Sinatra just did a little yeah. Alright, here we go. Number 7. Polly, get your fucking head in the game, man.
I'm trying, man.
You're a teacher. Alright, here we go. Windmill exit.
Door?
Just door.
Windmills do have doors.
Windmill exit.
Windmill exit.
Of course windmills have doors.
Well, then what are you saying? Windmill door.
The cow is judging you.
Exit.
Windmill exit.
Spiral staircase?
It's not spiral staircase. Roger Reynolds in the chat has got it with revolving door.
Oh, okay.
Point to the chat. Now, you can say that's dumb, but the whole point here is that it is fucking dumb. So I'm not even
that one
insulted by
wasn't
that.
dumb. I just didn't get it.
You weren't dumb
Yeah,
enough.
that one isn't. It's not retarded. It's just. Yeah, it's not dumb.
It's just you guys are just too goddamn clever.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Oh, actually, Mark Smart is saying, I mean, Polly, were you calling shenanigans just then?
That was shenanigans.
With the grass cup? You were calling... You straight... Are you calling shenanigans?
Not officially. I mean...
Oh, okay. Well, no,
I don't want anyone dead.
Well, because that will happen. Right, let's move on.
I know.
Number
I'm
8.
aware.
House ingredients.
Building
supplies?
I mean, Polly... Yeah, I heard it, dude. Building materials. Polydub with the point. Oi! Independent adjudicator, is that alright?
No.
They're sleeping. Oh no, one of them's chasing a seagull down the road. Number 9! Leather pocket.
Wallet?
Wallet! This is Sinatra's game, man.
Yeah, man, he's just running it.
And number 10. Big Imposter Orange.
Grapefruit.
Grapefruit.
God damn it.
Sterling work right there. Now, I mean, the independent adjudicators are out there. They're collating the scores right now. They're making sure that everyone's vote, even if by mail, is being counted. But in the meantime, let's have one for shits and giggles. It's the tiebreaker. And yes, because I had to format my C drive, I lost that font. So now we're using Impact instead. Pussy Mechanic.
Oh, gynecologist.
Gynecologist. Fucking Pussy Mechanic.
Oh. I'm thinking, what would a mechanic be afraid to do? You know?
Ride a bike? I don't know. That is our game of Wild Beef. The independent adjudicators have just passed me. There's a little bit of cardboard right here. It says, in third place is The Chat with 1, thanks to Roger Reynolds. Polydub coming in with the silver medal with 3 points. But this week's Smarty Pants is with 7 points. Sinatra says. It's good fucking work. Right. Do you have a couple of questions before we get out of here?
Aye.
Sure.
Thank you very much. Well, people in the chat, if you've got any questions for myself, Sinatra says, or Polybobs. Yes, I've forgiven you. Then whack them in the chat and we'll answer a couple before we get out of this. Sinatra, have you got anything for us?
Yes, I have a video going up on the Sin and Sash channel. Go ahead and check that out. Oh, my thumbnail didn't save. That's cool.
Looking good.
I may not be doing a stream tomorrow night. I have an appointment in the morning to get my tooth pulled pretty early.
Oh, right.
Ooh. So depending how I feel the rest of the day, I may not do a show tomorrow night, but I will make up for it later in the week.
It's understandable, man. I feel you. Polly, Nwaba, how was it? Was it good? Did you have fun? Was there plenty of people there? Did you laugh? Did you cry? Did you feel some feelings?
No, all of the above and more.
Oh, that's
actually, it was a good time.
much.
Like I said, it was because it was Far's birthday, and then Sam came in about an hour and a half late, but that's okay because we ran for like 5 hours or so.
Fucking pot kettle, Jesus Christ!
No, I'm just saying it happens. We're right. Understandable.
That's cool. There you go then, guys. You've got the update on Sinatra's current status, and even if he isn't around tomorrow, you can go regale yourself with a little bit of Noir Bar. Yes, it's been a couple of days since it came on, but it's still just as fresh. Mark Smart says, this is your local SCP agent. Do you recognise the spaft on the seagulls in the water? No, God. I do not recognise the spaft on seagulls in the water. Go fucking Sufu says, game? Oh, how did you get my first name, you bastard? Carrot Soldier says, will we return to the pub? Oh, you mean on the stream? No, the pub is very much an autumnal thing. As we're going spring into summer, we will be in the summer house. That'll be next week. I've got to put it all back together again because the jigsaw pieces kind of fell out of the box when we was moving from C drive to C drive, and now there's some rebuilding in order. Alex says, is there a AAA Discord? There is a AAA Discord. It's nothing to do with me though. It's all Sinatra, that one, to be honest. Sinatra, what's going on with the AAA Discord? You got to be a fucking patron, or?
Yeah, it
helps.
Maybe we'll. It does. For right now, yes, you have to be a patron to get in the AAA Discord. I think all of us have our own public Discords, but the AAA Discord is a Patreon only thing.
Oh no, mine's a Patreon only thing.
Oh, well, I have a public Discord, don't you, Polly?
Say what? You?
Oh, crap.
I own a Discord. Is that what you said?
Fucking last in, first out with this guy.
Yeah.
Well, I just didn't hear what he said. Actually, what the fuck?
It said, do you have a public Discord?
I do not.
Oh, okay. Well, if anybody wants to throw the link to my Discord in the chat, I'd appreciate it because for some reason my channel is not moderated on here.
I'm nomadic. I spend time just couch surfing around Discord, hanging out in other people's servers.
Yeah, Discord nomad. I feel it. I feel it.
Oh, if you could slap a wrench on me real quick.
Well, say something then. There you go. Okay. And you are a moderator, good sir.
And bang, there's a link to the Discord.
Well, now you're a moderator, good sir.
Do Comic Club members get a pass? Yes.
There was a bit of bureaucracy I had to go through. It's the independent adjudicators again. They didn't let me click on it right away. Cannibalistic Wizard says, do you recognise the guy humping a seagull in the water? I do not recognise the guy humping a seagull in the water. Corrupt Hero says, would you ever come back to YouTube, Drunkle? We are currently on YouTube. You fucking retard. Yeah, no, I mean, videos-wise, because I see someone else is saying, is there a new video? No, at the moment, my fucking video editing software got fucking yeeted and deleted as well with the format. They're not letting, even though I'd already paid for it, they're not letting me fucking... I think it's one that they don't do anymore, because they updated it up to, like, fucking Studio 23 or some shit. But Polly is hooking me up with something. It's just taking a hot minute. But no, yeah, there is... I think I've given up on the midget video. That was going to be like half an hour long, and Jesus Christ, it was wrinkling my brain just thinking about doing it. But yeah, there are things that I've got in the pipeline. We're not done with videos yet, guys. We're not done with videos yet. We're just, we're on hyenas for now.
We're
on hiatus. We're on hyenas.
He's on a learning sabbatical.
Yeah, I like that, see? Yeah. I'm just not allowed near videos. Well, that's it then, guys. This show is over. But if you find yourself with an itch that only a AAA meeting can scratch, then don't go sexually assaulting a seagull just yet. We're going to be back on Wednesday on the Polydub channel at 10:30pm GMT, 5:30pm ST, 4:30 Central, and 5:30am on Christmas Island with news, games, and banter that will make you literally cum. I'm heading over to twitch.tv/drunkleplays for some epic gameage. While you're there, be sure to check out Sinatra_says and Polly_dub. But if it's way past your bedtime, then thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Thank you for all the generous donations. The best goddamn chat online. And don't make fun of his size. The water's cold.
Pour water.
Horter.